Robert back here, BluegrassBushcraft. Picked me up another vintage Optimus 8R. One in pretty good condition. And let's see if we can fire this thing up, see what happens. To overlook all the noise, we got a soccer game going next door, so it's kind of noisy. Anyway, found this vintage Optimus 8R in the box. Not new in the box, it has been used, but it's found it on Etsy. I did pay quite a bit for it, but on the other hand, I paid a lot less than what the going rate is, so I was tickled to find it. So it's a pretty neat little stove. Which y'all have seen my old beat up Optimus, my old rusted up one I use quite a bit. This thing is in pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it's been used quite a bit, or not much at all. No rust on the box at all. Got a couple, look at there, look like it's smoked up a little bit. And my buddy Ray over at Charlie Tango 1 was telling me that came from Canada to watch it because it may have been burned gasoline in it, or petrol as they call it there in England. And sure enough, this thing came shipped with a tank of fuel in it, gasoline. I can smell it, and I mean it's a little over half full, and they shipped it that way, surprisingly. And like I said, it's in decent shape. Still got the wrench back there. The only flaw it's got a small dent right here. It's not really that noticeable. It's like somebody had dropped it at one time. No, not really much at all, but it is a little dent. So anyway, let's pour this gasoline out of here and flush it out with some fresh Coleman fuel and refill it and see if we can get this thing to fire up. Alright, this thing will probably smoke some from that wick. It's saturated with the gasoline or petrol. So hopefully we'll burn in a few minutes and the smoking will stop once that Coleman fuel starts seeping through the wick. See, right now we're going to need some adjusting. It's already candling through the jet. It shouldn't be doing that. It's turned all the way off, so I'm going to have to give it a little adjusting. Okay, I can see the black smoke rolling already too. She's going. Got a little flame around my valve wheel there. So if we tighten it down a tad. Okay, that might have fixed that. Nope. Okay, still got a little candle in there on the valve. That's no problem. I've got some new graphite seals, and I think I've got some graphite tape left if I'm not mistaken, so whichever we have to use, we'll dig into that later. That's not the least of my concern right now. Check the gas cap. Alright, no leaks around there, so I've got the one leak on the valve there. So let's shut her off, cool her down, and see if we can fix that. And it turned right off without candling, so maybe it just had some crud in there or something that was the reason it was candling when we tried to light it. We'll see. Okay, off camera, I pulled that valve stem out, and it had a little graphite washer in there. It looked like it was like leather and graphite mixed, and it was shredding up around the edges. And I just pulled it out of there, and I've got a small graphite sleeve from a small Coleman stem lantern, and a little bit longer than what I needed, but I just pushed it in there, just tightened it down on top of it, and hey, it's stopping the leak. I took the old seal out and put the new graphite in, and it's working perfect. But now I've got a problem. I didn't adjust it right, so it was candling at first, and now it won't shut off. Without turning it to the left, I bring the valve to the needle up to kill it. Now I have to let it cool back down, and I'll take that burner back off, and I'll show you how I adjust this. It might take several tries, 3, 4, 5 tries. It's a long process because you let it cool down each time. But you just got to get the right amount of clicks. You just got to play with it. So I'll get back with you when this cools down. Okay, this cooled down a little bit. Got me some gloves. Just unscrew that burner. Set it off to the side. Pull my cap off just to equalize the pressure. Turn that orifice out, set it off the side. Alright, if y'all can see that, I'm going to turn that up till my, see the tip cleaner sticking up there, a little wire. I think this might be what you call an eccentric block. Anyway, the way I do this, I close that all the way back down. Take this pencil, stick that tip cleaner inside that eraser like that. You point your teeth toward the tank, the fount, and I'm going to mash down, and I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to count them clicks. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's what I done last time. I'm going to go one more. I'm going to go 5. And now I'm going to go back clockwise again. First time was counterclockwise, and I'm going to pull that back down. Put our orifice back on. If I got these names wrong, please don't laugh at me. I know what they do, but I may not know the proper name for them. But that's what I'm calling them anyway. Alright, I'm not going to bore you all with preheating this thing. I'm going to get it preheated and turn her on again and see what happens. Okay, you see I got it running. I just had to readjust that the second time. Y'all seen I've done it 4 clicks. And now it will turn off. On. There's the tip cleaner. On. And off. So, got that part fixed. Y'all remember my other radar? This thing's just not cranking like my other radar. So, it's got a good heavy wick in it. Similar to this one here. Probably the same wick. This is one my buddy Paul, the real 111T channel, sent me a few years ago. Spare wick and some graphite tape. And, got a cap gasket for the 8R in there. He also gifted me a new lid made for the pump and a pump for wintertime camping, and the Bernie Dog Silent Burner Cap. So let's not forget about my buddy Paul there. Y'all go check him out if you're not subbed to him, the real 111T. And another good channel. Most of my subscribers are subbed to him already. Ray over at Charlie Tango 1 over in England. He's been making some of these Optimus and Surveya videos here again lately. And go over and check him out. And that's going to be the end of this video. It's getting kind of long. It's starting to get cool out here. The sun will be dropping here real quick. So I'll make another part 2, and I will tear this tank down and put a we'll pull that wick out and see what's going on with that wick. I mean, it should be drawing better fuel. Okay, y'all know the routine. Like, share, subscribe. God bless.